What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to our Burnley preview here on Anfield Agenda. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through my predicted starting 11, or should I say my preferred starting 11 for this game against Burnley, and I'll give you my score prediction as well. Loads of stuff coming up around the game. As always, on match day, I'll be live half an hour before the game kicks off for the watch along, so please don't forget about that one. 12 o'clock on Saturdays when the watch along starts. The game, of course, kicking off at 12:30. Jack Gill will be live on the Anfield Agenda Instagram account with all the breaking team news at around 11:30am, and then of course we'll have our post-match reaction shows. I'll do one and then Jack Gill will come on and do another straight afterwards. And yeah, lots of stuff coming up, and this coming off the back of the Reds opening day 3-0 win away at Carrow Road against Norwich. A potential banana skin. The guys dealt with it with ease, so I'm hoping that we put in a similar professional performance and get a similar result this weekend against Norwich. I can't lie, I do hate these 12:30 kickoffs. Against Burnley this weekend, I should say. I can't lie, I do hate these 12:30pm kickoffs because one, it basically means I don't get any sleep because I'm a vampire. But it always makes me a bit nervous we play that early, and I don't know why, because I've no reason to. I don't think history suggests that we perform particularly bad in these early games. It's just I don't know, maybe I'm a sucker for playing under the lights at Anfield. But what is great is we are going to see a full capacity Anfield. You know, we had some pre-season warm-up games where there was 75%. It's going to be 100%, albeit 200 seats, I think, that had to be shifted in and around the tunnel in the main stand. Those season ticket allocated seats will be moved to elsewhere in the main stand. It is to just extend the red zone, I think that they call it, for COVID protection and protocols, really. But look, let's cut out the waffle and get into why we're here today, and that is to have a look at my predicted 11 and my score prediction. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts on my 11 or the score prediction in the comments below, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So look, I've gone for a 3-0 win for the Reds. Call me ballsy, call me arrogant, but I think we're going to see another very good display. And let's not forget, Burnley did come to Anfield and beat us and take away that unbeaten run. So I think the lads might want a bit of retribution for that. But I'm not saying that'll be their entire motivation for this one. I've shaken it up a little bit with my predicted starting 11. Obviously, Alisson in goal, no surprise there. Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back, again, no surprise there. Great to see him sign a new contract. That was one that came as a bit of a surprise to me, I have to be honest with you. We'd all known about the other players that were rumoured to be going to be getting new deals, but it was a bit of a Brucey bonus to see Trent get that one as well. At left back, I think Kostas Tsimikas will continue because it's too early for Andy Robertson. I mean, look, all of our hearts were in our mouths when we seen him go down clutching his ankle against Norwich, but the good news is that it isn't as bad as was first feared, and he is already running around Kirby. And I think maybe the Chelsea game could be there or thereabouts for that one, but for this one it comes too early for him, so Kostas Tsimikas will replace him at left back. My guess at the centre back pairing for this one is to stay with what we had for the last game, Virgil van Dijk and Joel Matip. We will see Canade gradually implemented into the team, but you know, they are a good partnership, Joel Matip and Van Dijk, and Van Dijk did play the full 90 minutes, which I have to say surprised me against Norwich. And I think, why not start with him if he runs out of energy or needs to be replaced later on in the game, so be it. But yeah, so my back five: Alisson, Trent, Kostas Tsimikas, Virgil van Dijk and Joel Matip. Moving into midfield is where I start to really ring the changes. Fabinho, of course, came off the bench to get some minutes against Norwich, but didn't start. I fully expect him to start this game. El Capitan Jordan Henderson has been one of the latter people to come back to pre-season training because, of course, England made it all the way to the final of the Euros, and then the captain had to have his holiday. We seen how hard he was working even on his holiday. I think he was using Real Mallorca's facilities there to keep himself in shape. There was a behind closed doors friendly as well, which he took part in. So for me, I think we'll see him start this game. I'm not so sure we'll see Thiago, but I do think we'll see Jordan Henderson start. And I'm going to continue on with Naby Keita at number 8 there and keep him in the midfield because I think he was the better of the duo of him and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain against Norwich, albeit I don't think either of them were at their brilliant best. So I'm hoping with a packed Anfield and everybody getting behind him that this will start to be the making of Naby Keita, and I think he'll give a good balance, particularly getting on the front foot against Burnley and maybe able to, if Burnley step back and defend a little bit deep, we know Naby can break break lines, and he's got a great relationship as well with Sadio Mane down the left hand side. So I'm going to go for Naby Keita in midfield. And then up top, I have made a change. I have actually taken out the guy who scored our opening goal of the season, Diogo Jota, and replaced him with Bobby Firmino, obviously with Sadio Mane on the left and Mohamed Salah on the right. Why have I done that? Many of you may ask. It's just simple rotation and nothing else. I think it's a long season ahead, and I think sometimes it's almost a 50-50 call between which one of these two guys will start. Both scored on the opening game, even though Bobby came off the bench for his goal. Bobby looks like he's getting back to his best, and we know how important both of the guys are actually to the press. Bobby, we've known for a long time what he brings, and he's been an underrated player, particularly by opposition fans. But there is no denying that last year he dropped off a little bit. And look, only Bobby knows what those reasons may have been. Maybe he was tired, maybe it was something else, I don't know. But what I do know is I think he'll start this game, and I've got a feeling that Diogo Jota got more minutes in the previous one, and maybe he'll come on for Bobby in the latter part of this one. Sadio Mane did everything but get on the score sheet against Norwich. I thought he had an amazing display, full of selfless running, full of selfless passing as well, and there's very few people can do what Sadio can do from a standing position. That 1 yard of pace that takes him away from a standing position from an opposition fullback still to this day blows me away how good he is. And Mohamed Salah, well look, what is there left to say about Mo? 2 assists and a goal at the opening day of the season. A very unselfish play again from him. And again, he's got a great relationship with those boys across the front three. So I'm expecting more of the same. And look, Sean Dyche, I think Burnley are in a little bit of trouble this season, if I'm being honest. I have tipped them to go down in my season preview, along with Brentford and Watford were the other two teams that I tipped to go down. Sean Dyche has worked miracles with Burnley and the budget that they've been on, and to keep them in the Premier League as long and as consistently as he has, I think has been a phenomenal achievement. But eventually I think it'll catch up with them, and I predicted that this will be the season. Burnley can always be a difficult team. They're going to fight for every ball, and they're the team that everybody's a little bit nervous when the fixtures come up, particularly when you have to travel away. But having them at Anfield, I hope, will make it that little bit easier, and I know for a fact that the lads will have a massive lift from having a full roaring cop behind them, from a full capacity Anfield, and I know how much they'll have missed it. So how great is it that we are about to welcome back full capacity at Anfield, other than the 200 I spoke about earlier on, but we'll just shush that to one side. And I think that the lads will respond to it, because I don't want to make excuses for last season, because you deserve to finish where you finish in the league table, but we know what the 12th man is for the lads at Anfield. We know the power that they can give to our players, and they feed off that love and that adoration from the Kop and the main stand and the King Kenny stand and the Any Road end, and even people outside maybe shouting, me at home shouting at the TV, you at home doing your bit. So I'm expecting a very good performance. Hopefully an early goal. That's always good to settle the nerves in these games, isn't it? An early goal, which will mean that maybe Burnley can't just sit back and hope to just maybe pinch something on the counter or from a set piece. So when you go into these games, you're always hoping for an early goal. But yeah, I'm going to stick by my 3-0 prediction. As always, don't forget to drop a like on the stream. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts on everything I've spoken about. Put it in the comment section below. And most importantly, if you haven't done so already, please do hit that subscribe button. We have so much content coming your way throughout the season. And of course, I will be live half an hour before kickoff on Saturday for the watch along of the game. So fingers crossed, another 3 points, and it'll be a perfect 6 out of 6 for the Reds come 2:30 on Saturday afternoon. I will chat to you guys very soon. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, drop a like on the stream. Give me your thoughts on everything we spoke about. Hit that subscribe button. And most importantly, give yourself a big pat on the back and a hug, because I think you deserve it. Lots of love, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.